Hello, Mr. Bull. So, do you think they've forgotten about, the closing door thing? Do you think that they. Well, it's just a lack of awareness, isn't it? I think it's just about 7 a.m. They woke me up at 20 to 7 this morning. So, again, of course, it's for daytime, so I'm not, of course the doors are going to be open all day. Like, that's how they live. They've got both houses. But then this guy's like in his car playing music, and he's part of it as well. And like that drive isn't even part of their house. There's just so fucking many of them that they're having to use that drive as well. You know what? So what I'm just speaking from my perspective that I love this flat, but still with this flat, I am dictated to by the external. Like I will have to get out of bed based on the external. And don't get me wrong, like I'm always out of bed by half 7, 8. Anyway, it's not like it's a massive deal. I went to bed pretty early last night. Luckily, it's playing quite nice music. So these are just, there's a fucking gap in the windows. Like these do nothing. So obviously, in the culture that he's been brought up in, it's totally normal to just play music and not think about who else can hear it anyway. But on top of that, even if he was conscious of that, he wouldn't even think that I could hear it in there, but you can hear everything. So it looks like he's going to clean his car and play music. It's just such an awful way to start the day, to be listening to someone else's noise, man. I just can't stand it. So yeah, I think all of this just edges me. I feel like, I have so many moments in this flat where I'm just like, oh, I'm going to go and get another visa. Like, I won't find anywhere as good as this. It's going to be a real challenge. And then there's moments like this where I'm just like, yeah, I definitely need to move on, man. I definitely need to find a culture where there is an awareness around other people when it comes to noise. Because it's such a big one for me. It's such a big one for me. Um, yeah, there's so much positive stuff about Vietnam. I absolutely love it. But the noise, it just makes it impossible, I think, overall. Where to live? Where to live next? I've been doing some research, and what's really special about Dalat is many things, but it's look, but it's the climate. The climate is incredible. I think it's a 1,400 meter, or it might be a 2,400 meter altitude. It's 24 degrees all year round, basically. And when I think about moving to anywhere else, I think about the humidity and 30 to 40 degrees and just think, oh my God, can I really do it? But I think I'm realising, so I've been looking at a few places and realising that I'm too precious over this flat. Like, I can recreate this. With what I learned to get this, I can recreate this. And I just think it's time to move on. So I was looking at a place called Luang Prabang in Laos, which looks amazing and just fantastic. But when my visa expires, it's going to be the height of rainy season. It's going to be really, really muggy. It's going to have an 88% humidity, apparently. Whereas Siem Reap is going to have a 75% humidity, but a similar temperature, but more wind. So Siem Reap in Cambodia, Luang Prabang in Laos. So I just don't know. I don't know. I feel like as a YouTuber that shares authentically and honestly, which obviously can be very easily misinterpreted by retards in the West and authorities out here, it's just wise to move on. But I don't want to. Honestly, I want to just stay and do that. But I think I'm getting to a place of accepting that I need to let go of this and this incredible pine forest temperature. Like, it's so good. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. But also I get excited. Like when I look at Luang Prabang, I get excited. Not so much with Siem Reap. But then Siem Reap just feels like it makes more sense, like it's closer, it's easier to get to, it's kind of like a stepping stone towards Luang Prabang. Yeah, I remember there's loads of other places. You know, there's a high altitude place in the Philippines. But what puts me off there is like they're like super strict and authoritarian when it comes to having a smoke. Like, you know, firing squad styles. Like, I mean, like crazy. I've heard some crazy things. Um, but at the same time, I'm very close to just letting go of that anyway. Like, so maybe in a few months that won't be an issue and I can go there. But yeah, that's how things stand. Anyway, I'm gonna try and go to Anna's Cafe. Hopefully, nobody's gonna come and wipe me out from behind this time. It's a Sunday, so there's no option for yoga. So yeah, I need to go and do something. I've reached out to a guy that got in touch with me over Facebook about playing pickleball quite a while ago, and I've messaged him to see if he wants to play pickleball today. So maybe that will transpire. But for now, I'm going to go in. I might eat some bacon. I haven't had any pig for a while. Let's see. But yeah, Anna's Cafe is where we're heading to. And I really need to have a wash day today. That didn't happen either after getting wiped out on a bike and then having to go to the Samsung shop and all that craziness. So yes, hopefully today can be a bit more productive. 26-minute drive away, so it's like basically an hours of driving just to go for some food. But then this is expat life. If you know earn a living online, you know you've got to fill your day. Otherwise, you just this is why most expats are very hedonistic and drink and smoke all day and shag and you know because there's very little to do, and especially because you can't be part of a community, you're not part of a culture. Like yeah, you can do things like play pickleball or you know maybe go for a drink with some of them, but you'll never be part of it. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. Just like assimilation into England for immigrants is also impossible. Like it's just not possible. You have to be brought up and socialized into the ways to be part of it. It's just not possible. So this is why most expats like are very lost and very hedonistic. So yeah, fuck it. I'll do an hour's driving. Will I? Am I doing an hour's driving? I might as well. Why not? I've just checked the weather app and it's like, you know, it's mad because, you know, you look at this and you just think, oh, it's not raining today, but it always does. It always rains and it's predicting rainfall in an hour's time. And it's heavy rainfall and it's predicting it at 65% chance. So it's not worth it. It's not worth driving back in the rain. So I guess we'll be going to Anne Coffee again. So this could take a while. Guess who's going to get served last? I mean, I have just turned up, but you know, more people will turn up. So it's it's our favourite character, the one that doesn't like foreigners. But this is the petrol station closest to me, and because I use a lot of petrol because I live 5 kilometres out of town, you know, I end up having to fill up here, even though I really don't want to. So for reference, this is where the accident happened yesterday, and it happened where that woman in white is now. Hello! Do you have separate... No. You're... okay, fantastic. Good man, I see you tomorrow. So she asked if I have separate laundry facilities, so I assume that means does it need separating? And it's going to cost £2. Wow, it looks like I'm in for a very quiet sauna experience. There is no one in the gym. There's 2 other bikes, which are probably staff members' bikes. So I might actually be in for a silent sauna where I don't have to listen to the sounds of coins and very infantilized noises coming out of an adult's phone. Ding, 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 ding. I can't do it, but you know, like that, it's like that child laughter that they put on videos and that money sound. Awful. So yeah, a very empty gym, one man. It's a Sunday, that's why. Of course, as always, I've just walked straight through the gym and straight to the sauna. We don't do any of that lifting bits of metal nonsense. Now, if it was a yoga class on, I would do that before I got in the sauna. Most days, not all the time. But no yoga, no movements, no fucking... I'm not doing the NPC dystopia robotic thing. I'm just not that bothered. Fuck's sake. why must you keep punishing me with these NPCs playing tinny goy slop out of their goy devices? Honestly, look how empty the gym is, and look at that booty. Yeehaw! How does that happen? How, when the gym is empty, do I still end up having to listen to an NPC playing goy slop out of his fucking goy device? Unbelievable, just unbelievable. I can't get away from it. And it's got so much better. It's got to a point where it's just in short blasts. But basically, I think what the universe is telling me is to stop being so depressed when it comes to money and believing that I need to hoard in some way, and to just spend money on my present, which means moving to a civilized society, a white one, and buying my own sauna. You could get one for $2,000, and like just cut out all this plebery. Then just pay a yoga instructor to come and teach me one-on-one, or maybe do it to the internet. But I'm not disciplined enough. I need somebody like, do this, try, more. So obviously I'm on my way for steak and chips in the legendary and coffee. However, there's a barbecue going on here, and it smells incredible. And oh no, it's next to that shop with a really nice guy. So if you remember, I got some food from this shop here, and it is a really nice guy. But it was like sausage meat, and I just don't do, crap meat. But this smells incredible, and it's got a right crowd. What is it though? It's pig, innit? It's gonna be pig. I don't know, man. That could be steak. I'm bad at this. I don't really know. That looks like steak to me. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. But there's no way I'm sitting in there, so I will go and get my nice into a glass takeaway pot, and yeah, we'll enjoy that instead. Basically the same, isn't it? Except it's rice instead of chips, which I think is probably for the best. So I really don't want to see that awesome young entrepreneurial lad that has this place, who was dead social and wanted my WhatsApp and wanted to be my friend, just because he was such a lovely guy, and I haven't been back to his shop. It makes me feel bad. Like, I know it's not my responsibility, there's no obligation for me to go back to his shop, but yeah, I just wish it had been really good. But it was basically like bone with a bit of quality meat on it, and then like this sausage meaty stuff, which is so prevalent out here. So this is the issue I'm gonna have. So that guy's just turned up, obviously just pushes straight past me because I'm just an insignificant foreigner. So whether I'll ever get served here, I don't know. Yeah, they don't miss a trick. They make sure the smoke blows out into the road so everyone can smell it. Very good marketing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in front of me, and they've all got a mask on. Just Zombieland. They are very, very friendly, pleasant zombies, and very safe and non-violent. Impulse control is there, so I don't ask for anything more than that. They can zombie all they like. I think it's pork. The more I look at it, I think it's pork, and it's most likely to be pork out here in Southeast Asia. Bugger. So I'm nearly at the front of the queue, but I don't want to eat pork. It smells great. It smells absolutely great. But I don't want to eat pork. I'm going to Ancafe. If I'm going to eat pork, it's going to be bacon. If I'm going to put that parasite crap into my body, then it's going to be bacon. Oh dear, can you hear that? Children. Oh god. Big Vietnamese family inside. But there's no one outside, so it should be okay. Hello! Oh, we're definitely getting a bit more bantery. I switched the camera off just before, but it was better today. And I went, yes, nobody hit me today. And we had a good old chuckle. I just can't believe how awful children are. I just can't, I don't know why, I get people's lives are super empty and they need to feel some purpose, and having kids is a good way of doing it, but they're just awful. And this isn't like a Vietnam thing or anything like that. I just mean all children. Yeah, and I can see the beauty of it, and I can see the beauty of them and all that, but like what they do bring and you know, the good parts, like I can see it, but like, how is it worth it? Like, how is it worth living around such noise and chaos? Like, oh my god, like actually having one in my life. Oh, you know, it's that noise. That noise. I just can't stand it. Like, I would rather humanity end and be responsible for that because I haven't bred than ever hear that noise. So I'm definitely feeling a bit of a sense of relief. I think the not knowing, the lack of decisions, the lack of permanence, you know, obviously that's all, oh my god, they're so noisy. Obviously that's just a massive part of being an expat, digital nomad, whatever. I don't know if I can even concentrate on doing a clip. They're coming out here. Why the fuck are you coming out here? What are you doing out here? Oh my god, as if it wasn't bad enough. Oh shit. Okay, they're going back in, thank god. They've actually... I wonder... No, they can't. They might have just shown self-awareness, you know. I mean, it's made no difference. Oh, this is just awful. This is awful. They came out and shut the window. As if, like, there was some self-awareness, but it can't have been. They must have just been cold or something. Because there's no way there's self-awareness around noise. Oh, it's vile. It's fucking vile. This clip, but I find it so hard with that fucking squawking and squealing in the background. Just fucking disgusting. And I don't, when I say disgusting, I don't mean they should stop like their children, of course. I'm just speaking from my point of view, which is Victor Meldrew. So, you know, just accept that. That's how I feel, and I'm expressing how I feel. I'm not saying they should stop. I'm not saying that they should be silenced. I know children are fucking noisy, but I don't want them in my life. They're fucking coming outside again. It's definitely not an awareness thing, is it? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Why can't you just stay in there? Oh, God. It's just the worst. Anyway, it kind of leads in, if I can manage to actually get the words out with all this squealing going on. Come on. It kind of fits into what I'm going to say. So, obviously there's a lack of permanence in my life, which can create a dis-ease, what many would refer to as stress. And that gets stronger based on how many days are left on your visa and whether you know what you're doing next. So I'm basically at a point where it's 15, maybe 20 days left on my visa, and I didn't even know if I was going to stay until that. I didn't know if I was going to move on. And whilst I still haven't decided where I'm going, just the fact that I've decided I'm leaving Dalat, like that, there's a sense of that peace there because of that. And then when I experience, I mean, don't get me wrong, everywhere's noisy. Everywhere's noisy in the world, and it's even more noisy in Southeast Asia. But I'm almost certain that the Vietnamese are the most noisy and the least aware when it comes to noise. I mean, it's not even about awareness, because for them it's not, there isn't such a thing as being quiet. Like, it just doesn't exist. So it's not that they're lacking awareness, because there's nothing to be aware of. It's just like, why would you not be as noisy as you can possibly be? So yeah, which is why really I should go to Laos, because that's definitely going to be the quietest country in Southeast Asia. But there's just for some reason I just feel like I want to see Siam Reap, even though I've already done it, but it was 20 years ago. Like, I'm not interested in the temples or anything like that. I don't know, I just feel like I should go. I think they're leaving. Oh wow, yeah, they're leaving. Just leave. You don't need to stand in the garden and chat before you leave. Oh no, of course you do. Very external. Wow, they're doing a full tour of the garden before they leave. Hang on, I've got Lee on voice now. Let's pause Lee. Like, what? Like, they just have to be involved in everything, and they have to make noise about it all. It's just like that family that are living opposite me at the moment, where like the whole family had to shout while he was reversing. Like, and of course they have to ring the fucking bells before we go. But they are going. Thank God. Okay, back to my normal, peaceful and coffee experience. Time for some more brown coconuts. Come on.
Come on.
What's going on here then? What are they selling? They're literally selling it off the back of their bike. Trees? The tree man. And then there's this. These old women that go around collecting trash and carrying it around all day, man. It's just mental. And something else that I've really noticed and seen a lot of, like all the time, is, you know, these 3 on the bikes, these 4 on the bikes that I love. Well, often you'll get 2 parents and 2 children, or 1 parent and 1 child, or whatever, and the kids never have helmets on. It's so bizarre. Like, everything out here is the opposite to what you'd expect when you're socialised in a Western society. You know, like, I'm almost certain that every Western parent, certainly my parents, or my mum, and therefore my dad, because he just does what he's told, would put the helmet on their child before they'd put it on themselves. But you see it all the time, like, pretty much every time, way more often than not, that the kids aren't wearing helmets. It's like, surely their fragile skulls need it more, and don't parents love their children more than themselves? That's certainly my experience. Yeah, bizarre. But also not bizarre, because it is just different out here. Everything is the opposite. You know, that's the way it is. Even though we're completely brainwashed into believing that everyone's the same, and anyone could come and live from any country in England and they'd just assimilate straight away and it would be fine. And in fact, they'd actually add to multicultural wonderfulness. But trust me, man, when you realise, oh no, there's a big difference between people, and certain cultures, well, all cultures just don't mix with each other because they're all just fucking different. Unless it's, you know, very similar. So other European cultures, yeah, great. But, you know, the minute you're going to third worlds and thinking they can come and be part of our culture, or you can go and be part of theirs, like, you can't. You can live here and you can isolate, or you can live here and do the tourist thing and go to the go-go bars and drink with other expats and pay women to speak to you. But you can't mix with their actual culture. So I've just found out, or I found out in hand coffee I should say, that my new friend Lee, who I made through YouTube and is incredibly wise, and I talk about him a lot on my other channel, lives, I'm sure he won't mind me saying, lives in Sauna, just as I've decided to move there. I think that's what you call a synchronicity. I won't half miss the Lat though. It is so stunning, so beautiful. It's fantastic. If you can find a quiet place to live here, then I mean, Thailand's got the whole legal green thing, but if you don't smoke and you're not a YouTuber that gets concerned about your content being misunderstood by retards, Dalat's the best place in Southeast Asia. I'm sure of it. I mean, we'll find out. But especially, I mean, for a European person who's not used to, you know, ridiculous humidity and heat. So yeah, I really recommend it. I think it's fantastic. I wouldn't be leaving if I wasn't a YouTuber, if I wasn't just a little bit paranoid about event. I think it's just my trauma from Thailand, and I was very different in Thailand. Like, I deserved what I got in Thailand. I pushed the boundaries way too far. But I think just after that experience, it's very hard for me to feel safe in Southeast Asia, to be honest. So I just feel safe if I'm moving a lot. And, you know, I've basically done 6 months in Dalat. I've gone way longer than I wanted to or expected to. It's not 6 months, is it? It's 3 months. 3 months. No, it's 5 months. It's 4.5 months, something like that. Way more than I ever intend to spend anywhere, really. But it's just so wonderful. It's so wonderful. Apart from the noise. But, you know, if you find a nice place in the forest, then that's still a bit of an issue, but not like overwhelming. So yeah, really recommend Dalat. Come to Dalat, it's fucking great. And if you're an expat bouncing around Southeast Asia, and you're not super hedonistic, I don't think Dalat, I don't know, because I just don't look for it, I don't even drink. I don't think Dalat has a huge bar scene or go-go girl scene, but you know, you'll be able to find it, I'm sure. but it's not going to be like Chiang Mai. So if you're not hedonistic and you want something a bit cooler, come to the Lat. Man, I don't know if you can see that smoke there, very close to my flat. Like, as soon as I'm driving along this road, you just get hit like plastic, burning plastic. And this is what's going to finish me off with Southeast Asia, you know. We're going to go and do a bit more of Cambodia, a bit more of that. But it's just incredible, man. Burning plastic, like... I'm not going to speak into it because, you know, I can't do it without just fucking slagging them off. This is the thing, like... It's this behaviour that makes you lose respect. You know, like I do, and I try, and I'm like, I see all the good things, and then they burn plastic and shout, and you're just like, oh, God. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see the rains of the Lat. The fire is out. But you can see, and you can still smell it. Oh, man. Hello, Mr. Bull. So, do you think they've forgotten about, you know, the closing door thing? Do you think that they... Well, it's just a lack of awareness, isn't it? I was going to say, do you think... Yeah, have they forgotten that last night I knocked on... Well, I said, hello, can you close the doors? Because it's very noisy when you leave them open. Or do you think they think I just wanted a bit of peace that one night? And that it's so strange, isn't it? It's just strange how there's just no sense of others. Oh, what a shame. You know, I've been spending a lot of time just being in silence, and now suddenly I have to have Adam Watts or something on all the time. Otherwise, I've got to listen to them. Oh, I so hope that they're just doing the 2 nights weekend and not a 3-night weekend. I so hope they leave tomorrow. It just makes so much difference to my life who's living in that house. And if it's it's awful. It's awful. And then you'll notice, maybe, you might not be able to actually, some music coming from way over there. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. So I just made eye contact with them. And then obviously my conditioning comes up that like they'll have some awareness and you know the eye contact will be enough. But no, of course not. Of course not. Don't be so silly.